Good evening, ladies and gents. How are you doing? It's Middle-Aged Gamer Guy here, also known as Mag. Welcome to another Tuesday night gaming chat where we talk about all the latest gaming news and reviews from the last 7 days or so. How is everyone? How are you all doing? Let's go through all the people. We are broadcasting live to Twitch and YouTube. Gozzo was the first one here. Good evening, sir. Good to see you. Chloe, hello. Always good to see you. Kindred, good evening. Retro Shazar, hello. Flame, how you doing? Phantom, good evening. Gilfly, Rock News, hello. Ellie, how you doing, Ellie? Good to see you as well. Oh, bless you. Gozzo's feeling under the weather. He's got a cold. Get well soon, buddy. Get well soon. Phantom has been doing shooting. Shooting? That's a new word I've just made up. I had a shooting today. Did rifles, archery, and frisbee golf. I've always wanted to do that. Always wanted to do that. It sounds awesome. Gozzo, you are very, very welcome. But my feet fucking hurt. What were you doing? Like booting the frisbees with your feet? Or shooting the guns with your feet? Is that why? No? Yeah, no. Okay, don't know. Never mind. Gozzo was not the first person here. He was at time of broadcast. However, Dave was here, as he's just said. Mr. Dave Johnson, been sat here since 8:30 doing things. And I can actually say thank you to Dave because he has pinned our guests' information at the top of the chat. So thank you for being ever so vigilant, Mr. Dave Johnson. There you go. So welcome everybody into the chat. Now, bloody hell, Phantom's done 11k steps today. That is a lot. That is a lot. I have practically not moved from this chair today, but lots of good stuff has happened today. Stuff I can't talk about yet. But hopefully there might be a very big announcement, fingers crossed, very soon. Slacker Iquel would have not done that. True, but he's on holiday, so you can take the mick out of him. Brian, good evening. What have I missed? Nothing. You're absolutely fine. There you go. You're here at the right time, Brian. Good to see you. Now, this week, Dave, our beloved co-host that knows the most, is away on business, so he couldn't be here. So this we knew. And he told me a couple of weeks ago. So there is only one person that could ever replace the wonderful Dave. And that is another Dave. But it's not Dave Housen, unfortunately. And this is where Dave Housen starts crying. Because in tradition, we always have to bring the wonderful Mr. Dave Hall, also known as Tunes. Welcome on in, sir.
Good evening, Noel. How are we doing?
I'm good. How you are? You're officially standing Dave for 1 week only.
Hey, I'm always happy to be a standing Dave. I spend my life in his shadow.
Oh, bless you. I mean, you're, as far as I'm concerned, you're just as good. So you are a fountain of gaming knowledge, my friend, for you to do this. So I can never think of anyone else better to do this. I love the fact that Kindred, when I announced it wasn't Dave Johnson, went, phew, thank fuck for that. So there you go. Danka, good evening. He's like, whoop, whoop, Tunes. So technically, you can show your appreciation to Tunes, a.k.a. Dave, by doing exclamation Dave in the chat. That will work, believe it or not. And it will give him the same shout out that it gives our other Dave, which is rather awesome. Also, over on YouTube, want to say hello to, we've got another Chloe. How you doing? And Montec, welcome on in. Good to see you as well over on YouTube. Greatly appreciate to see you all tonight. So no more knees cracks. Well, we might do the knee crack. We'll see. It depends what Dave picks if he gets them right. So we'll see. Dare I ask, what have you been playing over since we last saw you? Because we've not had you on the show this year yet, have we? So what?
No. Well, I mean, there is the one game that's still all your fault that I've been playing. And yeah, coming up to 3 years now, I've been stuck on Call of Dragons.
Oh my God. Okay.
But aside from that, I haven't played it yet, but obviously ordered the new Forza 6. So I will probably be giving that a quick go after stream.
Nice.
However, I've turned my attention to the other side of things, and I've started doing the background stuff for writing my own first game.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be eventually it will be a little online multiplayer shoot 'em up. So
amazing. So we've got the scoop on this then, that you're doing this.
Yeah, I mean, so much so that's why I didn't even have a chance to tell you backstage.
I like surprises. This is good. This is good. Mike, we might have to get you as a guest on the show when you release the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's because of work, life, and everything else. It's definitely not going to be a quick thing. But
no, that's fine.
I'm hopeful of maybe sometime this year, but who knows?
Well, I mean, game development can be a long thing. We've seen it. Like we had a guest on a couple of years ago whose game, and then they were exhibiting at Timeless last year. Their game doesn't come out until October this year. And it's funny because we've got a game that we've just signed up for Timeless that I first saw at WASD in April 2024. But they've now got a new demo out because I think the game's due to come out next year. So it's kind of like you can tell that it's a long process when you've seen people that have got games like that. So whenever you're ready, no rush.
And I'm sure there's going to be far more polish than mine. But yeah, it'll still be fun either way.
It'll be good. It will still be released before GTA 6. Highly likely. Yeah. There you go. Dave Housen says the game will be called Tunes is the Smellest Dave. And then he got told off by Gilfly. So there you go. So you don't have to worry about that. It's funny. We should quickly say the whole Call of the Dragons thing was, if you're not aware, one of my sponsors from 3 years ago. Ironically, that came from Stream Elements. And if you haven't seen what's going on, Stream Elements might be going bankrupt. In fact, they pretty much declared they are bankrupt. They are trying to get someone to buy them out. So if that's the case, no more mobile game sponsors. Well, I say that, but then we got sponsored by Angry Birds 2 last night. So no more from game sponsors from them. But I hope they do get it sorted. They were due to be at TwitchCon, but apparently they're backed out of that next week. Kindred says a lot of redundancy. I think I said that. I know it's horrible. They've been very useful company for many people. It's not just sponsors they do. Obviously, they do all the stuff for, they sort out your alerts or your overlays and stuff if you need them. And it's just a bit shit that that's happened. So anyone who did get made redundant, we hope you find something as a replacement. And our thoughts go out to all the employees that that's happened to in Stream Elements. I've never really had a bad word to say about Stream Elements, so it's a shame that that's happened. Yeah. So there you go. But anyway, so yeah, maybe one day I'll find you another game that you'll get addicted to that won't be from there. Okay, shall we bring our guest in?
Absolutely.
Okay, so our guest this evening, it's his first time on the show. I only got to meet him a couple of weeks ago, but ironically, we've been at some events, but didn't get to meet. This is the funny thing about this. So we were both at DreamHack and didn't realise. And I'm sure there's been another event that we were both at. We were talking about it on Discord, and then we were like, oh, we were both there, but we hadn't met. First time on Twitch. You can go check him out. His link is there. Please welcome our guest tonight, the wonderful Sam, a.k.a. ThirdDinner. Hello.
Hello. How's it going, everyone?
How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you very much for introducing me not as Dave. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, that would be really odd if we did have a guest called David the other week. So that did get strange because I had to refer to one as David, one as Dave, and then chaos all round. But how are you, Sam? How you doing?
Good. I'm doing very, very well, thank you. Funnily enough, I know, well, there's one that I know for sure from chat. Hello to Rock. It's good to see you.
Yeah, I heard Rock. So Rock's been a big supporter of mine, and she's a mod and a big supporter of lots of other channels. And as soon as last week she heard that you were on, she was like, "Oh my god, you've got ThirdDinner!" She was like, "I've watched ThirdDinner." I was like, "What are the chances of that?" So it shows you what a small world it is. It's bizarre.
Absolutely.
I love the fact that we followed up. I mean, Game Time. Good evening, Game Time. How you doing? Good to see you. I love Rock Muse says, "Bugger off, Dave." Immediately followed with third. So there you go. Welcome on in. Welcome to the stream. Second lunch. Oh God, here we go. So you're gonna have to get.
I've heard it all.
Yeah. There you go. Techno Talk. Have I got that right? Techno Talk. Tack. I've probably got that wrong. It's a big dinner. I apologize. Tempty Joy, thank you for the follow. I will get your name correct at some point. Don't worry. It happens a lot. You will see that I am pretty useless at this. I just make things look good and then just bumble my way through the show. Tempsy, hello. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Great to have you here. First time chatter. Also, Tack is a first time chatter as well. So for those who are not familiar with your content, Sam, please do tell us sort of what sort of stuff you stream and when you stream and where we can find you as well.
Yeah, of course. So you can find me streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. The most predominant thing on my channel is a lot of music-based stuff. So I've got myself my trusty Clone Hero guitar over there. The old Riffmaster, PDP Riffmaster. Absolutely love it. That was the most recent acquisition. I've got myself an old PlayStation 3 one, which I had to give up the Ghost. I normally also do a couple of games. We do something called Song Battles, where we basically do like a round-robin tournament kind of thing. And we also play a game that I know that Tempsy and Rock will know very well called What's the Music, which is a browser-based game, completely free to play.
There you go.
30 seconds for a song. What's the Music Sunday night? Exactly. Yes, we know it. We know it very well.
Now, if you want to go check out Sam, for Dinner's channel, we have pinned it to the top of the Twitch chat. But if someone could drop the links right now, that would be greatly appreciated. How long have you been streaming?
I had my 3-year affiliate anniversary earlier in March, so it's been just over 3 years.
Nice. Tempsy says, "Love inflicting obscure music on people." I mean,
we
when
love
is that?
inflicting.
It's a good
the more
thing.
obscure, the better. Yeah, absolutely.
Am I not allowed to ask you about bread theory?
Look, I'm right in this, okay? So there's every single food item can be boiled down into the cube theory of foods. So if you think of a burger, it's open on all 4 sides apart from the bottom and the top.
Yeah.
The same as a sandwich. A hot dog is the exact same as a taco because it's got the 1, 2, 3 sides. I've got a whole my thesis is coming out. I'll be doing my master's on bread theory, and no one will be able to prove me wrong.
There you go. I mean, if you ever then do a TED talk on it, then we'll come and see you. We might even get you at TEDx Manchester for it.
I was going to say it's going to be it's not going to be a TED talk. It's going to be TEDx at the best.
We'll get you TED. Well, we've had the guy that runs the TEDx Manchester on this show, so we can get him and get you hooked up for like next year.
Perfect.
We'll make it happen. It can be a thing.
Brilliant. We'll do a live demo or bake bread on stage.
Do it, and then we can turn it into a tour, and then me and Jonesy will make the tour happen and tour manage it. And there you go.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
there we go. Nice.
There you go. We've got it all planned out. There you go.
Taking bread global.
Yeah, I love that. Third dinner is bread for this. The jokes are just going to start, isn't it? It's just going to start. Comes in useful all the time. I can imagine. Bread merch. Do that. You know, sell a t-shirt for like 90 quid like they do at those concert halls. So,
yeah, exactly.
There you go. Crust me, Trat. He's got this.
Fun enough, talking about obscure music. Did you guys ever know that there was a band called Bread? I think it's from the 70s.
Yes.
A bunch of like
and
pop.
I'm going to go throw at this a curve. The band Let Loose, who are a pop band that were known for the song Crazy for You.
Crazy for You.
Yeah, covered one of their songs as one of their hits.
It all leads back to bread. All roads lead back to bread.
It all leads to bread. And then obviously Joey Boswell. If you know that reference, bread.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all we've got.
To be fair, that may just be you and I showing our age, mate.
There is.
I'm just going to smile at the camera.
Smile and wave, yeah. Don't worry. There you go. Let's roll on with the talk show. There you go. There you go. I true story. I am friends with Richie on Facebook from Let Loose because I worked with him on a number of shows back in the day. Lovely, lovely guy. And only one of the shows they actually got the original lineup back together again. But they were very, very good live when they kind of did their resurgence. You know, when all the 80s and 90s bands were like jumping on those shows where they were taking them around with like Atomic Kitten and all that lot and doing other things. They were great. It was, lovely, lovely guys. Excellent musicians. You just think they were a boy band and they weren't. They were so much more than that. So there you go. I know Joey. There you go. Yeah. See, small world. We know people, members of Let Loose. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? On that bombshell, shall we start the show?
Sounds like a plan, matey.
Okay, well, let's hit the button. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's show, it's our 266th show. We are going to be talking about such games as Battlestar Galactica, Scattered Hope, Call of the Elder Gods, and a game that I obviously, there's stuff, memorabilia from it, Directive 8020, which we also played last week. We're also going to be discussing the fact that the PS Plus prices are rising, but not for everyone. And we're going to be having a look at the Xbox retail chart. But kicking us off with our first game, this actually came out last week, but we didn't get a chance to cover it. This came out on PC on Monday the 11th. This is Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes. Stay tuned for how you can find out how you can get a shout out for your channel after watching this trailer. Here comes the trailer. So there you go, folks. That is Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes, which came out last week on PC. As Kindred said, this is £21 on Steam right now. Tunesy, could you tell us a little bit more about this, please?
Yeah, so it's a tactical roguelike game, sort of obviously part of the Battlestar Galactica franchise, where you're commanding a fleet of survivors who are fleeing the Cylons after humanity's collapse. It looks like it's really inspired by FTL. And has a mixture of things like fleet management, resource scarcity, moral decisions, and some tactical space battles.
It looks pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I've not played any of the Battlestar Galactica games because I know there's been a few that have come out. But this does look good, and I like the look of it. Sam, are you a fan of Battlestar Galactica, or are you a fan of like real time? Well, this isn't a real time strategy game, but it's more of a strategy game in space.
Yeah, funny enough that you mentioned FTL. It really did kind of give me smarts of that. Some of the art from some of those moral decision bits looked a little bit like Disco Elysium, which was a really, really good game. So whereas Battlestar Galactica it was an IP that was really popular in my household. That meant that as a teenager, I had to go the polar opposite and not like it. So
okay.
Will I probably get it if it goes on to maybe like a little discount? Probably, because I do really love a real-time strategy game. I'm just going to need something to get me past that Star Trek. That Star Trek moniker.
Yeah, because there's been a lot of Star Trek games that are in this similar vein that we've seen over the years. I think we even got one at the end of last year. So I suppose it depends. Like if you're a fan of either or both, then you probably would go for it. So for those who've not seen the show before, we don't review the games because I always make the joke that the fact that I'm probably too qualified to be a journalist. So we scour the internet to find all the different reviews from all different places, whether it be IGN, GameSpot, GamerRanks, Eurogamer, Metacritic, etc. And I turn those scores into an average score. It can be anything from 0 to 10, and you can have 0.5s. And Dave, Sam, and the chat get to guess what the score might be. Now, you may agree with the score, you may not, but it's a bit of fun. And if you guess correctly, you will basically get a shout out in the chat. So let's see what chat's saying already. So we've got Brian from the UK Gaming Network saying a 7.5. Danker's going for an 8. Chloe's going for an 8. Gozza going for an 8. Rock News going for a 7. Kindred going for a 7. Tunesy, I'll start with you. What do you reckon this guy?
So I really like the look of the game, but I think, to be fair, I also like the music. It sounded really good from the trailers and things that I've heard. So I am going to go with what seems like the masses. I'm going for an 8.
Okay, going for an 8. Blackwing, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica, the 3 Bs. Perfect. Gilfly is going for an 8 as well. So he's going with you, Tunesy. So is Flame. So there you go. Sam, what do you reckon this has got? And you can have same scores as everyone if you want to. That's absolutely fine.
I'm feeling a 7.5 on this.
Okay.
Something about real-time strategy for a bunch of journalists. I think that they might not have the patience to review it properly. I think it's going to be a first look kind of thing.
Okay.
There's probably more behind the scenes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Blackwing says hello. Welcome on in. Great to have you here. Greatly appreciate it. Retros are saying a 7. Yeah, you can have halves, not a 6-7 or a 69. No. We let's not go down that route. Every week there's a yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. Hand gestures. So chat, last chance. This is Battlestar Galactica, Scattered Hopes. If you just joined us, this came out Monday the 11th last week on PC. If you haven't put a score in, do it now, because I'm gonna reveal that this got on average 8 out of 10. There you go. 8 out of 10 on average. This was quite close, I'm not going to lie, because there was a lot of reviews that gave it 7.5 and a lot of 8, but there was slightly more on the 8 side of things. So, Tunesy, congratulations. You've got your first one.
And my only one.
Don't put yourself down. It might happen, dude. He was saying earlier before the show. I never get anything. Danker, congratulations. You got it right. Chloe, you got one right. Gozzo, you got it right. Gilfly, congratulations. Flame as well. You are all going to get shout outs for your channel. Please do go follow these wonderful people. There you go. That was our first game done and dusted. Dave says, I'm ahead of Mag. You are. You're doing great. Thank you, Dave. Greatly appreciate it. Okay. Hannah, good evening. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Let's crack on with our second game tonight. Now, I didn't realise this until I rendered the trailer for the show, because I kept looking at it and going, this looks very similar to a game I played during lockdown, which I really enjoyed. And then only just realised that this is actually the sequel to it. So back in 2021, there was a great sort of game called Call of the Sea, all about a lady that turns up at an island that her husband was excavating and trying to find the mysteries of, who's gone missing. And it was a really great game. It was on Game Pass when it came out. This is the sequel. So now we come 5 years later, we get this sequel. This is called Call of the Elder Gods. This came out last Tuesday. It's on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch 2, and PC, and it's on Game Pass as well. Let's have a look at the trailer for this one. This is Call of the Elder Gods. Jesse, good evening. How you doing, buddy?
No! Don't touch it!
We can't change the past, but we must anticipate the future. This is the story of Evie Drayton, a girl who had strange and disturbing dreams.
Yes.
Are you Evangeline Drayton?
That's right. Who am I talking to?
This is also the story of my husband,
Miss Drayton, over here!
Professor Harry Everhart.
The storm is getting stronger.
We'd better stay close to each other, Professor!
What's my wife got to do with all this?
Because when we began therapy, you mentioned visions. Some sort of oily shadows casting themselves on the wall. So, do you still see those shadows, Professor?
What does the Elder God want?
Yes, you get a Timu Freud in this. This, as I said, is out on pretty much everything. You can get it on Game Pass as well. Kindred has stated that this is 20 quid on Steam. It's cheaper on PlayStation because you've got PS Plus. You can get it for $14.39. Otherwise, it's 18 quid. It's 20 quid on Xbox or free on Game Pass. And on the Switch, it's also 20 quid. So to be honest, best deal you're going to get is PlayStation at this very moment. But yeah, you got to play as the lady character in the first game, and now you get to play as some other characters as well. So this looks really cool. Tunesy, tell us a little bit more about this one.
Yep. So this is a sort of globe-trotting Lovecraftian mystery where you have to solve elaborate sort of environmental puzzles whilst also uncovering cosmic horrors and sort of ancient secrets.
Yeah, I really liked the first game. Did either of you played the first one, Call of the Sea? Okay,
I was useless at it, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I looked at many a guide to complete that game. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to lie. I needed a lot of help to get through that. But it was excellent and it was very well presented. And I do have fond memories of it because it was a game I streamed quite a bit during lockdown, which is really cool. Hannah, thank you so much. You've just been given a 75 stream streak. You've been awarded 450 Mojo Bites. Congratulations. Sam, your thoughts on this? Do you like a good puzzler, sort of Lovecraftian style game?
I do. I don't think it's going to be the kind of thing that I would stream because I don't want to expose my struggles to everyone that's watching. I think I'll be in very much a similar boat where I don't think I'm going to be able to get past maybe 3 puzzles in an hour. But I do like them quite a lot. I played a lot of Talos Principle, things like that. So it's something which I could definitely see myself checking out, especially if you've got a rave review of the first one as well.
Yeah, I like the first one a lot. Love a bit of Cthulhu, says Kindred. Brian, for the UK Gaming Network, says, you may have used my complete guide for the first game. It is highly likely, Brian, that I used your guide for it. I won't be surprised. Rockmew says, don't worry, Sam. I'm stuck on Stardew. There you go. There you go. Oh, Matt. Good evening, Matt. When is Matt? He's here. He said, this third dinner chap has some cracking shirts. Look at these. Aren't they good?
My shark shirt.
It's awesome. That is awesome. I am fond of shirts. They're not as cool as those, but some people see me on stream in the summer because it gets quite hot with some nice selection of shirts. So we're in good company. We're in good company. DJ Baroque, good evening. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Got all the musical people here now. Yeah, there's a lot of musical people here now. Matt's joined us. Let's see what people are saying in chat about Call of the Elder Gods. Let's have a look. Let's go. So Danker's been playing this. He says, I'm loving this. This is a 7.5. Brian says, enjoying this one. It's not quite as good as the first one, but a solid 8 from me. But I guess it's going to be a 7.5 from the critics. Gozzo guessing a 7.5. 7.5 for the artwork, says Chloe. Hannah saying 7.5. Oh, this seems to be a popular choice. What else we got down here? Love the shark, says Black Wings. There you go. Enjoy your Guinness, my friend. Enjoy your Guinness. Kindred saying a 7.5. And then people are starting to go a little bit lower here. Rockmew saying a 7. Flame saying a 7. Gilfly saying a 7. Retro Shazar knocking it back up again with a 7.5. Don't think we've got any on there. Sam, I'll start with you. What do you reckon this got?
I reckon that this could. I'm going to go with the. I wouldn't necessarily say it looks like a consensus because of the recency bias, but I'm feeling a 7 on this as well.
Okay, going for a 7. All right, Tunesy.
So this is one that I'm definitely going to start because apparently, and I don't know if it's true, but the game is supposed to adapt depending on the ending you close in the original game.
Oh,
so
that's even better reason to play this now then.
Yeah. So I am going, like many others, I'm going to go for a 7.5.
That sounds really cool. But then again, I guess you could end up with a crap ending from the start and you never know it, which might be a hindrance. Or it might not, because there might not be any specific crap endings, like some games they do, but we'll see. Okay, folks, this is your last chance to get there. This is Call of the Elder Gods, which came out last Tuesday on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch 2 and PC. It's cheapest on PlayStation, but you can get it free on Game Pass. If there are no more guesses, I can tell you that this got an 8 out of 10 on average.
Wow.
8 out of 10, so it scored really, really well. Let's see who said 8, because I know we had a couple, but not as many. A lot of people went 7.5. So let's have a look. I'm sure we had some 8s. I'll find them. Or did we not? Did we not have any 8s? Oh, maybe I'm making it up as I go along.
I'm
and
sure
you know what?
You said someone was an 8.
I thought someone was 8, and I can't find it now. Oh, no, do you know what it was? It's because Brian would personally give it an 8.
Yeah.
But there you go. I also, do you know what? To make up for the fact that no one got this right, I realised that, Tuesday, I didn't give you your proper shout out because you got it right earlier. And no, Dave Johnson, you did not say 8 because you've only just put your score now after we've announced it. See, he's just run off knowing that he got that. So, because Tuesday doesn't, I mean, you can do exclamation Dave in the chat if you want to, but because Tuesday doesn't stream, we're going to carry on with the whole thing that we do with the normal Dave. How would you like your first shout out, Tuesday?
Could you give me a very, very quick YMCA?
I'm loving this. He's mixing it up, ladies and gents. Should I do this standing up?
Dealer's choice. Go for what you like.
Screw it. Let's see if we're going to do this properly. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
YMC Dave. It's going to be a YMC Dave. There you go. You said quick.
Loving it, man. Loving it.
You're welcome. There you go. If Mag gets injured, I don't care. There you go. We've got some more games coming up for you in a little bit. We're going to talk some gaming news. And this story follows on from last week. So we were talking about the fact that today, Forza Horizon 6 has officially launched. You could get it early access a couple of days, I think on Friday, if you wanted to pay more money for it. But last week, we talked about the fact that the game had already leaked on Steam and people had started to play it. Well, one lucky person has officially been caught for pirating the game, and they have been banned not only from playing any Forza games, but had their hardware banned till the year 10,000, which is a long time. I know it's still quicker than when GTA 6 is going to come out, but, you know, it's worth a look. Playground Games, basically, after this all happened last week, Playground Games jumped on this and said this was not a preload issue, because the news story that was traveling out last week was someone at Microsoft did a preload issue. That's how it got on Steam. Everyone got it. And then as we were doing the show, Dave reported and a few people in chat reported, no, this has been announced now while we were doing the show live, that it wasn't a preload issue. Playground Games have backed this up, and they have basically said this is not an issue from Steam. Steam have distanced themselves from it, saying, no, wasn't our fault either. We didn't have anything to do with this. So it was pirated. It was leaked. And then a number of people stupidly decided it was a good idea to stream it on Twitch and YouTube and post it on Reddit. And one lucky person was so clever that they basically posted their own gamer tag while streaming the game on Twitch. Well done, you.
That's a Darwin Award right there.
Yeah, that got them the Common Sense Award of 10,000 year ban. And yes, it's just like, I've been banned to the year 10,000. There you go. Busted, consider it for your next tour. There you go. Yeah, there you go. VX Underground made this really funny suggestion to put someone else's gamer tag on the screen. Can you imagine that? That'd be devastating.
Oof.
Depends whether you like it. Play silly games, win silly prizes. Indeed. But here's the thing. One cocky streamer, whose name we don't know because they blurred their name out, did get threatened by Playground Games, and they posted it all over social media going, "Come get me. You can't get me a hardware ban. You can't ban me from the game. You can't do shit." I hope Playground prove him wrong and give him a ban to the year 20,000. So there you go. Any thoughts on this, gentlemen? Because obviously Forza Horizon 6 has landed today. We are going to talk about it on next week's show. The only reason we're not talking about it on this week's show is because Mr. Dave Jones isn't here and he loves those games. I didn't want to take that away from him because we knew he wasn't going to be on the show. So we will talk about it on next week's show. But what are your thoughts about this?
It's not the first time that I've seen something like this, specifically on like an Xbox release. They've been known to give people incredibly long bans before.
Yeah.
Just because, well, I guess they want to put a marker out there that you can't get away with something like this. But realistically, at the end of the day, if it's a hardware ban, I'm sure that there's something that someone clever can do to get around it.
Yeah.
If they've got the know-how to acquire a game before they can, I don't think that much can be done to stop them, not remotely at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, Matt has said you'll never plug leaks. In some cases, it might be good to build hype to get a couple trick through. I mean, we do see that. And then like half the time we're talking about stuff that has been leaked and then it turns out it's true. And actually it does create buzz. But what I feel is with this, there's a difference between hyping something up and saying, oh, this might happen, to actually streaming a game a week before it's out and basically ruining it for people and then getting really cocky about it and going, oh, you can't ban me, because really that just deserves a ban for that. That's the reason I wait for a game to come out or play a demo. Yeah, so that you can do that. Or, you know, there's preview things. You can go to gaming shows and try out games and stuff if you want to try a bit. So that's all right. I've only managed to play Forza Horizon 6 for only 5 hours. That's more than me, mate. Yeah, if they can pirate it, they can play it. That's a good shout, Chloe. Xbox used to brick the hardware, but it's been happening for years, way before people started streaming. That's true. I laugh when they went all that distance to brag for a ban, only to find their username is then in the message. I know. Says I'm fucking right. Films used to be leaked and had property of Warner Brothers on it. I think the whole ban breaking stuff is really interesting. The whole cat and mouse stuff. I know. We've seen it with Nintendo as well. People have done stuff and they've had their Switches bricked. CD Keys has the premium upgrade for 40 quid. So I bought that as a treat. And I've been playing for the past few days. It's so good. I hope everyone's enjoying it. We'll talk about it in full next week. Tunesy, any thoughts on this one before we move on?
I mean, I guess talking points is like, can you imagine explaining to your descendants why the family Xbox is still banned? And it's like, I mean, is banning someone until like civilization ends, is it a little bit excessive? But no, I mean, I realize that they had to make a statement on it and make an example of people. I mean, as we said, there are always going to be ways around things. I know when you get my nephew had it. He got banned on Fortnite because he was supposed to be cheating when I know he wasn't. But that was just tied to the MAC address of his Wi-Fi adapter. So I just put a different one in and he got back on. So there's always going to be.
There's always ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true. Oh, LeBraze, hello. I forgot to say hello to you, LeBraze. LeBraze did. I've got to put what LeBraze put. I've been banned till the year 10,000. Not much has changed, but GTA 6 still ain't out. Again, another great busted hit. Kindred said, what a time capsule, though. Bury the Xbox with the words, don't open for 10,000 years. There you go. And then you still can't play anything on it.
Can you make any updates?
Your Xbox will be updated in the next 4.5 years. Even with super fast light speed broadband that we'll probably have or whatever. But there you go. Anyway, there you go. Let's move on to our next game. We'll have more gaming news for you in a little bit. This came out also on Tuesday on PC, Switch, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. And this is something a little bit different. I say it's a little bit different, but when you see it, you'll be like, well, it's just like some other games. But this is Black Jacket. Let's have a look at this.
You want some more coin? You get more.
You can't do this.
Give me my coins back! You're not getting it.
Why are you trying to get out of here?
You keep leaving. Even Mom says so.
Maybe part of you likes the pain.
If you want to leave this place, you have to find the people you abandoned.
Don't be a stranger, please.
Get back up.
One more?
Hello, Plico Wolf. Good to see you again. So yeah, there's a couple of games that this rings a bell straight away. Inscription is one, which obviously Phantom has mentioned. And obviously with the map, it looks very Slay the Spire-esque with this. So you could quite easily go, this is just a Slay the Spire, basically rip-off. But there is more to that, isn't there, Tunesy?
Yeah, so this is a roguelike deck builder game where you're sort of trapped in a hellish afterlife and you've got to gamble your way to freedom using sort of like blackjack inspired mechanics with special cards, curses, and like the deck building systems. For me, it's very much like is it Balatro, but with blackjack instead of poker?
Yeah.
But yeah, looks good.
It's funny because I made the comment earlier that every year when we did a show, there seems to be a theme that there's one type of genre that's there. Like a couple of years ago, we always moaned it was a fucking JRPG every week.
Yeah.
But this year is the let's take a game that not everyone plays anymore, or like people do play, and let's put a roguelike twist on it. Because we had the chess one, we had the coin pusher the other week. And now we've got another flipping roguelike deck builder. I'm not having a moan. It's great, but we're probably going to get another 40 weeks of this, chat. I'm sorry about this, but this is what we're going to get. Yes, it's another roguelike. We've had one every week for the last 5 weeks on this show.
It's like, are deck builders becoming the new roguelike trend?
I think so.
It's either that or roguelikes that are based on your old classic casino games. In a couple of weeks' time, you're going to see the roulette deck builder roguelike.
Yeah.
Calling it now.
I am waiting for the, what was it I said about, a solitaire one? But then someone did point out there's already been like a kind of solitaire one. I was like, damn it. So I missed that one. It's really good, this one, Kindred says. The Year of Casino, yes. Brad Burton will be happy. He liked he was a guest we've had on a number of times. He used to be a gaming journalist. He loved his roguelikes. Obviously, the couple of years he was on, we never really talked about him. So he was like a pig in mud, wasn't he? JL, good evening, mate. Good to see you back. Hope your trip to Florida was awesome. Hope you had a good time. Roguelikes seem to be the buzzword for games these days. It does. Next, it'll be roguelike knitting. Can't wait. Can't wait. Let's see what people are saying in chat with the scores. If you have just joined us, try and guess the scores that the critics said for this. Danka going with an 8. Time to try an 8, says Brian. Rock News says an 8. Chloe says a 7. Gozzo saying an 8. Kindred saying an 8. Lebray says 7. Standard. Let's shove 2 game types together. and see what happens. Plico Wolf says a 6 out of 10. Hannah says an 8. Roguelike is the new verb simulator, says DJ. 8 from Flame, 7 for DJ. Retro Shazart says a 7. Also, I will bring up that it is currently 13 quid, but currently down to £11.04 on Steam, 12 quid on PlayStation, and £12.49 on Xbox, but you can get it free on Game Pass, and it's 14 quid on Switch. So in the sale at the moment, cheapest on Steam, and then probably cheaper on PS. Tunesy, I'll start with you. What do you reckon?
So that's the thing, is deck builders, they're not really my thing. It looks a good game, but it's probably one that I'm gonna skip. So although I would personally put it a bit lower, I reckon it's gonna be a 7.
Okay, going for a 7. Dave says, I didn't see the trailer, so going with a safe tits out of 10. Rock Muse then question said, tits out of 10? Yes, he said tits out of 10. DJ says, I've just started to download it, to look at it. It might be fun. I really like Balatro. I think you will probably like that out. Sam, what do you reckon?
I seem to be chronically pessimistic, so I'm going to go a little bit higher than I was already thinking. I'm going to go with an 8.5. People are loving roguelikes. People love Balatro. I reckon this could be really well received. Why not be a little bit optimistic?
Go for it. 8.5. Okay, Gilfly saying a 7. Number of nips out of 10? We'll soon find out. Brian says, Brad Burton, he worked on Amiga Action at the same time as me. So, Brian, true story. Me and Brad are good friends. I've been for many years. He's good friends with Tunesy as well, and a number of other people. Him and me set up the very first Timeless when it wasn't called Timeless. True story. And
Timeless
he used to be our
Timeless.
regular, yeah, he used to be our regular guest for our Christmas specials at TNGC. But we replaced him with Dave Johnson, and I'm very sorry about that. There you go. So I'm going to get away with that one. Didn't see the trailer to yet. What Dave said. There you go. Any more for any more? This is, I'm sorry too. Bless you, Dave. Any more for any more? This is Black Jacket, which came out last Tuesday on PC, Switch, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. And if there are no more guesses, I can tell you that for the third one in a row this week, it's got an 8 out of 10 on average.
Wow.
I don't think we've ever had a week where we've had that recently. So 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. So there you go. Chloe says, madness. Yes. Let's see who got this right. Woo! First one. Well done, Hannah. Hannah's got one. So Flame, congratulations, Hannah. Who else we got? Kindred, Gozzo. Rock Muse, well done. Brian, well done. Dank, well done. So a big chunk of you got it right. Well done. Is anyone free for free? I don't think they are, because no one got the second one, did they? So we threw you off there. But there you go. Well done, everyone. Let's move on swiftly to our next game. Now, this game, obviously you saw me play this on stream last week. I'm going to drive Dave Johnson mad, because yet again, I'm going to mention that I was very, very honoured to be invited to the preview event for this game, where I got to try it out before a lot of people. And if you didn't know, even though it hides it in this game until a little bit later on, this is part of a brand new Dark Pictures anthology from Supermassive Games. This came out Tuesday last week as well. This is on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And this is the sci-fi horror Directive 8020.
You gotta breathe the nose up.
7 clicks.
We're too far now.
We have crash landed in the Burnell quadrant of Tau Ceti F.
Our only option now is to hold out until the Andromeda arrives.
We have no way to contact the Andromeda or Earth.
What is that?
Who's
there. Take it slow.
You gotta let me in. Please.
Is that you, Cooper? Anders.
Why is no one talking?
You okay?
Back off now.
Sure, man.
This ship is infected with an alien organism. For all we know, it could be in our own bloodstreams by now. Directive 8020 states, the Earth must be protected.
There you go. Directive 8020, part of the brand new, the first of what we're hoping is another set of 4 games from Supermassive as part of the Dark Pictures anthology. Tunesy, tell us a little bit more about this one, please.
Yep. So it's an interactive horror or sort of like a narrative decision type game where you're the crew of the spaceship Cassiopeia, I think it was. And it travels to Tau Ceti F, searching for humanity's future. When you come across a shape-shifting alien that can imitate the crew members. So I mean, the thing is, it's like, again, showing my age, I was a big fan of the TV series Red Dwarf, and there was one in there where they had a thing called a polymorph that could imitate. And you know, I would have just loved to see this little polymorph walking around imitating people. But yeah, that's just me and my age.
Yeah. Hey, Red Dwarf isn't showing age. I like that too. Give Keach a chance. This was number 40. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to explain something. So when we start the year, because January is a quiet time for games, me and Dave, co-host who knows the most, who's away at work, JL, that's why he's not on the show, and this is his stand-in whenever Dave can't make it. This is the other Dave, which is always good, Mr. Tunesy. We do a 50 games you want to play in 2025, 26, whatever. This was listed in one of them. So Danka predicted a score. This was number 14 of our list of 50. So Danka predicted an 8 out of 10. It means he has to answer that no matter what. So even though he guessed this back in January to see if he got it right. So I say we get out there and twat it. There you go. Sam, have you played any of the Supermassive games like The Quarry, Until Dawn, or any of the 4 previous Dark Pictures anthology games?
I haven't. I watched a full playthrough of one of the Dark Pictures, the one in the like pyramid tomb. I can't remember the name of it.
Ashes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I watched the full playthrough of that. Really atmospheric. Looks really, really fun. Is it something I'm going to play? No, I'm an absolute scaredy cat. I don't deal with horror. I don't deal with horror at all. I've got a heart like a field mouse.
Okay. See, I get easily scared, but I do enjoy horror games, and I know my chat do like watching me play this. Obviously, one of the things that Rock Muse mentioned is the only difference between this and the previous games is, whereas if you played all the game all the way through, it has multiple endings. So who lives, who dies can always be different. With all the previous games, you do a playthrough, and then you start again, and then you could play it differently. This one, there's certain critical moments that you can stop and go, I wish I hadn't done that, so I'm going to change my decision, and it allows you to do that. Now, it's funny because I decided to play it normally, and I managed to kill the captain of the ship within the first 2 hours of the game. So I was like, crap, because when I tried it a couple of weeks prior to the other event, the captain was quite a big major lead character. I was like, yeah, I ain't going to see any of those scenes that I saw at the event. So, But there you go. So I like the fact that you can go, actually, I'll do that. But it does mean you can also play the game once and rather playing all the way through, jump back and just jump and see how it pans out from different parts. So you might only have to play like an hour or 2 hours or something. And this is also a lot longer than previous Dark Pictures games. Obviously, Until Dawn and The Quarry are longer games. This is more the length of that compared to like the 3-hour experiences, which were like Man of Medan, House of Ashes, The Devil in Me, and Little Hope. So there you go. Horror games are best for streaming. I don't do horror either. It's not my thing. I think you screamed at this one. I did. When the one guy fell out the locker, it scared the shit out of me. Shout out to the Committee for the Liberation and Interrogation of Terrifying Organisms and a Rehabilitation in Society. Love that. Dave said, hang on. So if Tunesy is backup Dave, have I been relegated to other Dave? I'm not having that. I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. So let's see what people are saying with the scores. I'm hoping to complete this next week, and I'll give you my full personal review on what I'd give this. Kindred saying a 7. Brian saying a 7. Plico says, if the gameplay was good quality, this is going to be amazing with multiplayer as well. 9 out of 10. At the moment, it's only couch multiplayer, but I do know when we spoke to the devs, they were saying they're hoping to add other stuff to it and other modes. So hopefully that'll come within time. Chloe says an 8. JL says an 8. If in doubt, says Danker, 7.5. But obviously he had to go with an 8 because his predicted score. Gozzo says 7.5. Lebre says 7.5. Hannah saying an 8. And Flame saying a 7. Rockmuse 7.5. Gilfly an 8. Gilfly an 8. And Retro Jazar 7.5. So, Sam, I'll start with you. What do you reckon this got?
Do we think we can get 4 8s in a row? I don't know if we can. I was shown that I can't be an optimist. I'm going to knock it down half. I think, as you mentioned, that is going to be a bit of a shorter experience that might not play into its score much.
Okay.
7.5.
7.5. Okay. Tunesy?
So I was going to go 7.5, but the fact that there are meant to be sort of 44 different death scenes in the game. And also, I mean, say the turning points system, like where you can rewind decisions, I think that's really good. So I'm going to go for an 8.
Go for an 8, okay.
When I play it through, if I find the hidden Easter egg, because there's meant to be one in there that teases the next Dark Pictures game, then I'll upgrade it to an 8.5, but I reckon it'll be an 8.
Yeah, so for anyone, this isn't a spoiler, but with the other Dark Pictures anthology game, there is a narrator who sets up the games and he drops in and out of the chapters. You notice with this one, there's no narrator in between. But you have to find that ending, which then explains what's happening next with the Dark Pictures anthology. I also forgot to say, this is currently 40 quid on Steam, 40 quid on Xbox, and 40 quid on PlayStation. There you go. Any more? This is Directive 8020, a Dark Pictures game, which came out last Tuesday on PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. And if there are no more guesses, this one's an interesting one. Because IGN loved this, gave this an 8 out of 10. GameSpot fucking hated this and gave it a 5 out of 10. The scores have been all over the shop for this one. And when I was writing the show, I was like, this is the first time in ages. It's a right bastard to work out the average. But it does mean, and I'll give my opinion when I finish the game, but I'm going to say I don't agree with this. It works out as an average of 6.5 out of 10.
Wow.
So it's good. It's just not great. And it seems that some people are really loving it and saying this is the best one yet. And some people are saying this is actually the worst one out of all of them. But then I guess it depends if you play it and depending on what endings you get or how you're doing it. Yeah. So there you go. 6.
Surprisingly low.
I'm quite shocked about that. But when I saw GameSpot were the first one to get their review out, and when I saw the 5 out of 10, I was like, fucking hell, really? But then it did make the change that IGN seemed to do a decent review. So I was like, there you go. There you go. Godler said, glad I didn't buy this. I'd rather get Pragmata. Well, as we know, Pragmata is fantastic, and that rated very highly on this show, as we know. So there you go. Lots of issues on PC, according to reviewers, and I think that's what caned it. I think on consoles it runs really, really well. But I think PC's let it down big time. House of Ashes is the only Dark Pictures one that's better. See, I really like... I mean, obviously, I did like Man of Medan, but weirdly, I guessed the ending on that, and I don't know how. I just think because it felt so similar to another sort of horror film thing. I didn't guess the ending for some of the others, but it did. I mean, I didn't guess the ending for Until Dawn, but that's technically not a Dark Pictures one. But there you go. But I still think Until Dawn is their best work because that game is cracking. And, you know, if you want to see the likes of Rami Malek and people like that in, because they do get some star power in their games. I do say that. So, you know, when they've had David Arquette and Lance Henriksen, it's all good. I guess that the ending of that one in yeah, that's the thing. So did I, which I thought was weird, but there you go. Hang on. Also, just to inform chat, as well as our guest and replacement Dave, when Mag says he researches the show, he just Googles the game and takes the first score as the average. Then he goes back to watching cat videos on YouTube. Dave, you know that's not true. You know I look at 2 scores and then toss a coin. Come on. Stop lying there. David needs a spanking. He does. There you go. So, Mag doesn't watch cat videos. That's true. I watch Chihuahua videos. Get your facts right, Dave. There you go. I'm not lying. You clearly are. I haven't watched a cat video in my life. Let's move on to some more gaming news. This is just a roundup of a couple of the news stories that have been happening over the past week. I'll ask for opinions and stuff from the chat and you guys on screen. But a couple of things. Obviously, at the Game Awards last December, we had announced that Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic is a game that's happening and everyone was getting really hyped for. Casey Hudson, who is the main game dev, stated and sort of teased how long the game would be. Now, he's done lots of amazing games in the past that he's worked on and said, do you know what? Is a 200-hour game really something that people want? Because people are getting fatigued with these 200, 180-hour game experiences. Some people are enjoying games that are smaller, like 20 hours, like the fact, or less than 20 hours, the things like Pragmata, Resident Evil. But he said for him, anything between 20 and 50 gives real true value. And that is what they're aiming for on this. So we haven't got an actual length, but he's teasing that between 20 and 50 hours is what we're going to get. Now, don't expect Star Wars The Fate of the Old Republic anytime soon. It got announced last year. They stated that it's going to be a 4-year process, but we should get it before 2030. So that's where we're sitting with that. Also, in the news last week, it was rumoured, so we'll see if they're right, because there's only a couple of days left for this, that pre-orders for GTA 6 would begin sometime between the 18th and the 21st of this month. Bearing in mind it's the 19th now, but this was announced at the back end of last week. And it would be announced with a drop of a 3rd trailer, because we've only had 2 trailers and there's been a couple of years between them. However, Rockstar said they didn't deny this, but they also didn't say this was correct. Because this came from Frogboy X1 Gaming, who normally kinds of hints and normally gets stuff like this correct when he says this. But normally, they said, if we're going to do an announcement, it's going to be a push during the summer. Now, whether that means at Summer Games Fest, which we've actually got coming up in 2 weeks, or the back end of August, we don't know. But Rockstar don't seem to be saying that anything's going to drop in the next 3 days. So we'll have to see what happens. Personally, I think it'll drop sometime in the next 95 years. Also, some great news, as I know there's a couple of people in the community that have been playing this. Last week, saw Subnautica 2 early access finally release. And in the first 12 hours it shifted over 2 million copies. So it's been a massive success. In 12 hours, shifted 2 million copies. And just on Steam alone over the weekend, it had over 651,000 concurrent players, which is phenomenal. Now, obviously, this game is not without its faults because it was due to come out last year. Obviously, there was the whole thing where it had to kind of stop production a bit because there was pay disputes. That has all now been resolved, which is good. But it is up and running and the early access rescheduled. And early reviews have been very positive. Now, bear in mind that this is an early access game. Sometimes early access reviews can come in and they're not very good, or they could be high praise. But this is coming in pretty good with sort of averages of like 7s and 8s, which is really cool. So that is a glimpse in the week. Tunesy, is there any one of those 3 stories you would like to talk about? And chat, let us know, and I'll bring up your comments shortly.
Yeah. So, I mean, just to briefly skim over all of them.
Yeah.
With Fate of the Old Republic, I agree. It's like, are people getting like the RPG fatigue, and like how many gamers actually finish these 150 to 100 hour games nowadays in comparison? If anything, that would be more likely to put me off. Whereas a 20 to say 30 hour campaign, then I wouldn't get burnt out from it. So, and where it's sort of meant to be the spiritual successor to Knights of the Old Republic, expectations are going to be high because I thought that was an amazing RPG.
Yeah.
And the only thing with to take on with GTA 6, I saw a rumor that the 3rd trailer might actually feature music from the Rolling Stones.
Because they're doing a new album, aren't they? Or they have done a new album. Yeah.
30-second studio album coming from the Rolling Stones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and with Subnautica or Subnautica 2, it's just been such an instant success. I just think that they're kind of quietly becoming one of the biggest survival franchises sort of in gaming in that way. Yeah. But I know there was as you said, like the legal conflict between Crafton and Unknown Worlds. But
but it has been.
The main thing is it's been sorted, and the game's come out, and looking forward to it. Yeah.
Let's see what chat's saying before I ask Sam his opinion on any of this. Let's have a look. Did you see that they're shutting Ask Jeeves down, or they have shut Ask Jeeves down? No, funny enough, you said that comment. It's no longer a thing. I didn't know it was a thing still 10 years ago, but there you go. 20 to 30 hours is the sweet spot for me, says Brian. 100 plus hours is good for games. I mean, you definitely get value for money, but it's whether you feel like it's trudging or a grind. But if you get something new, I mean, take for instance, obviously Baldur's Gate 3, you can sink way more than 100 plus hours and you're definitely getting value for money that.
Yeah.
But not all games are like that. Didn't some American game shop put out a statement about the trailer and pre-orders and prices, but Rockstar said it's bollocks? Yes, that also happened. That was a thing. Maybe after the next 10,000 and the ban will be lifted. Who knows? I've got it bought. This is Subnautica 2, but I haven't started. It's a beautiful game, though. It has. It's had a 2-year beta, basically. I mean, true. I hope the skim over from Tunesy is actually a 14-hour analysis. It wasn't. Hannah says, currently drops 180 hours on Pokepedia. See if you're getting value for that. It's great. DJ Mike, good evening, mate. How are you? All the way from Canada. My favourite RPG is Horse Tales. Of course it is, Mike. Of course it is. And I got to try a little bit of that out last year. God damn you. Brian, my son has been on Subnautica 2 almost permanently since launch. We don't review early access games, though. We sometimes do on this show. We sometimes don't. We decided not to talk about it. We're going to wait for the full release, and then we will talk about it on here. We would have mentioned it because it was in our top 50 games last year, but it's not going to get mentioned. Sam, your thoughts on any of those news stories?
Yeah, specifically in terms of like getting value for money out of games, it's a fine line to try and balance, because I'm in a very similar camp to yourself, where there's a lot of games out there that they're too long to finish.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate is the big one. I think I'm about 300 hours into that game without ever finishing it.
Yeah.
And that's without doing multiple characters, because that's the other thing that you get with a lot of these games. And Knights of the Old Republic, I'm not sure if it's just from what I've seen, but there's still a huge community around it. There's almost like a resurgence in popularity, especially with the announcement of a new spiritual successor or actual successor, depending on what they want to do with it, coming out. Funnily enough, in Knights of the Old Republic, quite widely regarded as having an absolutely amazing story.
Yeah.
I think there's things like that get you to replay the games. So a 20, 30 hour long story that you can maybe play through in a couple of different ways to get the gameplay a bit different, that would sit much better than 150 hour slog.
Yeah. I agree. And I know the fact that obviously Casey Hudson has worked on games that are 30 hours plus, and people play them over and over again and they speak very highly of. I think that's very, very true. DJ Mike said, I'm just waiting for the new Fable. Any news on that? Not since February, when they showed us a load more of the game and said it will be out in the autumn. We don't have a set date. But the Xbox showcase is coming up over Summer Games Fest, so we may get a date. But there's also been rumours that Playground Games might delay it, which I hope they don't. So fingers crossed. But we might, in the next couple of weeks, have some news on that. Queeky, good evening. Good to see you, buddy. As always, I come in and say 6.5. You're too early. We're not doing a game. We're talking news. But God damn, I love you. Without knowing what's going on. Exactly. So you can rate the news. We'll give it a 6.5. Do you know what, though, Quickie? If you'd said that on the last game, you would have got it right. 20 to 30 hour story games are my prime. If it's anything above 50 and it feels lengthy, it's a no-go for me. Anything about the Assassin's Creed Hex? Yes. Very quickly, some images were leaked. It's going to be, obviously, on a sort of witch-themed thing, and you've seen one of the lead characters. Allegedly, that game is supposed to drop next year by Ubisoft, but that's all we know. At the moment, they're just hammering out the Black Flag Resynced thing in June or July, whenever that comes out. But then it will be all focused on Hex next year, which will have some different things because there's witchcraft and stuff involved, which does pique my interest. Any news on one? Oh, yeah, I said earlier, JL, sorry. Yes, because normal Dave, not that Cheensy isn't normal, is a massive Forza Horizon 6 fan. And because the game officially, I know you could get early access, came out today, we tend to not talk about games that came out on the same day because not all the reviews out. Now, I do know that the reviews came early, but we will talk about it on next week's show because then it's fair because then Dave can give his opinion on it. So I thought that was fair. And I'm doing the stream of it tomorrow night, so at least I can give my opinion as well. So we thought that was only fair to that. Bordering Dishonored there, I know. I'm a Knights of the Old Republic fanatic. I've always been asking why we were wasting movies and shows on the Skywalker when the Old Republic era was boss as fuck. So there you go. Talking of boss as fuck, time to plug something. Have you ever heard of Timeless? No? You're probably thinking, what on earth is that? And I've just pressed the wrong button, so that is not going to show the thing I'm going to show. Ever the professional. Timeless Gaming Convention, believe it or not, is fast approaching in August the 12th of 2026. And you can now get your VIP tickets. If you don't know what it is, check out this trailer. It explains shit and stuff. So there you go, folks. That is Timeless Gaming Convention 2026. I'm going to quickly share my screen with you lovely people. VIP tickets are now available. Also, don't forget, content creator passes are now live as well. You can find details on that on the blog. But if you've never been to Timeless, it is a gaming convention like no other, where we celebrate everything from the retro era all the way to the modern era. We've got lots going on. We have got gaming challenges that we announced, everything from new fighting games to stuff like Mario Kart and Just Dance 2026. We have our world famous cosplay competition. We have lots going on. You can click on the website, see what we've announced so far. We have got Sam and Steve from the wonderful Go 8-Bit, the TV program, which had Dar O'Brien as the host. They were the writers of the show, and it did 3 seasons on the channel. Dave, they were also the panel hosts for that show. We've got other panels that we'll be announcing, our cosplay parade competition, and we're inviting back last year's winner, Another Planet CTV. She was dressed as the PlayStation era Lara Croft. She will be one of our special judges, along with our host Jinx and Zara and Aries. We've also got tons of exhibitors that we have announced. We've got more announcements there. And we've also announced Marvel vs. Capcom, Mario Kart World, Star Fox, Just Dance 2026 competitions on the challenge stage, as well as more stuff to be announced. And our evening entertainment is Wi-Fi Wars, the interactive comedy gaming show. You can get all your tickets right now. And if you get a VIP ticket, not only do you get a special goodie bag and access to the VIP night the night before with our special guest Ashens, and we've got some other stuff to announce for that, but you can also select a very special, there you go, Mr. Ashens just there. You can select one of these very lovely Timeless t-shirts, as you can see, or a Timeless hoodie, which you can basically save 50% on if you order with your VIP tickets. You can collect it on the door. So you can basically get one of our t-shirts for free and save a couple of quid, or you can get your hoodie for half price. Tickets are all on sale now. We also have tickets for families, child concession, evening only concession, and we also have disability concessions. So do go check it out. Tickets are on sale now, and it's probably the best gaming event ever in the summer that happens in Liverpool during the summer. There you go. If that doesn't sell it, I don't know what does. But if you love community vibes, if you love retro games, there's also a whole fucking arcade with every machine that's free to play. 3 floors of arcade machines, gaming consoles and PCs, all chucked in a bargain. So if you buy a standard ticket, it only costs you 20 quid. Normally costs you 25 quid to go to that event. And we are doing an after party where we'll be playing beer pong, and there will be karaoke, and there are gaming themed cocktails for sale. So there you go. If that doesn't make you want to buy a ticket, then fuck off somewhere else. There you go. So there's the sales pitch done and dusted. Let's go to our next game, which came out on PC last Wednesday. This is Vultures, Scavengers of Death. Let's have a look at this. There you go. That is Vultures, Scavengers of Death. A little bit retro, but also you kind of go, Resident Evil vibes-esque, but it does bring something a little bit different as well. It is currently normally 15 quid, but you can get it for 12 quid on Steam now, so now's the best time to get it. Choosy, tell us a little bit more about this one, please.
Yeah, so it is a tactical extraction game, sort of turn-based strategy where you are or you control operatives that are scavenging through a ruined biohazard city with scarce resources, and it's tactical combat, extraction objections. It's very XCOM style tactics.
Yeah.
And there's meant to be a 2-agent sort of mission structure in it that looks quite good. But yeah, I agree with what you say as well. It's definite Resident Evil influences.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Sam, your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think I'm going to be pushing the boat out there by saying that it reminded me of the first Resident Evil games, am I? But feels like that mixed with XCOM. I must admit, it took until I saw that turn-based combat to really switch me on. That looks really interesting, a nice tweak on it. I'm not sure if it's going to have a proper difficulty curve, but I'm a fan of a game that punishes you for not thinking things through and making a wrong choice.
Yeah. I do like the look of this and the fact that it wasn't just a Resident Evil clone, because we've had a few of them this year and they've been really ropey. Not going to lie. But this makes it look a lot better. I think it's something actually a bit different in that respect, in that genre. Let's see what the chats are saying. Let's have a look. Rock Muse, 6. Chloe, 8. Hannah, 8. Danka, 8. JL, 6. Oh, we're very varied tonight. Kindred, 8. Brian, going 7.5. Gozzo, saying an 8. Chat, get your scores in. If you just joined us, if you get it right, you get a shout out for your channel. Tunesy, what do you reckon?
I'm going to go for a 7 because whilst it looks good, it does look like there's a bit of the execution might be a bit rough around the edges. But yeah, I'll go for a 7. Okay.
All right. Going for 7. Sam, your thoughts?
6.5.
6.5. You think there'll be more jank?
Yeah, similar vibe. Definitely some jank in there. You can see it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Flame is saying 8. Oops. Flame is saying 8. Retro Jazar saying 8. iQuell, who's on holiday and still pops in. Evening, everyone. Just popping to get my stream streak. Hope everything's having a boss TNGC. Thank you, iQuell. We hope you're enjoying your holiday, dear sir. Hope you're having a good one. So, folks, if there are any more guesses, this is Vulture's Scavengers of Death, which came out on PC last Wednesday. And if there are no more guesses, well, you know what? Why break a habit of a lifetime if Directive 8020 is the only one? 8 out of 10 was the average score for this one. I kid you not. So that's 4 out of the 5 games tonight that got 8 out of 10. We had this happen a couple of weeks ago where we got really high scores and hardly any low. So it's only Directive 8020 which is the game I like, has been given a slap wrist. So there you go. Let's see who got this right. Let's trawl through the scores. Chloe, congratulations, you got it right. Hannah, congratulations, you got it right. Danka, well done. Kindred, well done. Gozzo, Flame, Retro Shazar. There you go. Who's got the most? Because I think we had 2 games where no one got it right. So is anyone 4 for 6? Let me know in the chat. But those shout outs are going. And I am going to say this, folks. Please do go give a follow to all these people that are getting shout outs. Okay. Our guest's information is also pinned. So you can go give Third Dinner a follow up there and go check out his Instagram and everything else. But these people do come in week on week to go and support this crazy show that we've been doing for 266 episodes. We'd greatly appreciate if you give them a follow as well, because some of them are some fantastic streamers as well and content creators. So thank you. Well, those shout outs are doing 0.5 out again. I'm getting my coat. Oh, bless you. Danka is 4 for 6 so far. So I think Danka is in the lead, I believe, unless anyone else has got 4 for 6. Let me know. Moving on to our next game. Now, this is one that did tickle me, because this is a game that came up in one list but didn't appear in any game list when it got sent for all the releases. I was like, I wonder if Mr. Jones will pick this. And he did. When we gave him the selection yesterday, he picked this game. This came out also on Wednesday on PC. And this is called, I love this, Feline Forensics, the Meowseum Mystery. Did you see what they did there? Clever game. There you go, folks. That is Feline Forensics, the Meowseum Mystery, which came out last Wednesday on PC. Dave, tell us a little bit more about this one, because this was a curiosity for you, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah, so this is one that it was the only one in the list that I hadn't heard of. So I went to kind of do some digging. And as I mentioned to Mag, the author of the game 3 days ago has done an Ask Me Anything on Reddit. So I dropped him a little message just to say that he'd be featured on tonight. But yeah, if there's any questions on there, a quick Google will bring up his Ask Me Anything page.
Yeah.
But this is a sort of a cozy detective adventure game where you take the role of a feline detective who's investigating strange events in the Meowseum. And it's sort of a combination of light puzzle solving, clue gathering, exploration, and various cat themed storytelling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one. It's nice because it's got a sort of a little noir type feel. However, it's not dark, and it's on the rise after sort of games like Duck Detective, a little.
Yeah, so it's more family friendly, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Sam, your thoughts on this?
This looks really fun. This is like the kind of thing that I can see myself picking up just to, pass a little bit of time with. I've always been a fan of these kind of detective games. I saw that there's a little bit of problem solving as well.
Yeah.
It was fun. I can see myself getting stuck into that a little bit. Reminds me a little bit, I'm not sure if you've seen in the past Chicken Police.
Yes.
That kind of like, maybe that one's not as family friendly, but that noir, kind of a little bit, maybe slapstick, maybe there's going to be a lot of, character-based humor.
Yeah.
This is going to be good. I'm definitely going to check this one out.
Yeah. I like the look of this. And I say, I only found out about this at the start of the month when I was planning like all the shows for the month. So just so you know, it is currently £8.18, normally £9.9 on Steam. So if you want to get it, now's the best time to get it. Danka says, now this is something I didn't know about. There's always one a week at the moment. I like to keep you lot on your toes. I don't want to just do all the same old games or games that you've seen advertised. I always try and find something that might, you might not know about, but that's the whole point of this game. We try and cover all sorts of games on this show. So I'm glad that I'm keeping you all on your toes, which is brilliant. It's 4.5 hours completion time. See, that's cool. Rodney says, I might get this for my mate. It's perfect. There you go. Let's see what scores people are saying. So Brian says this looks like it could be a safe 7. Cute, but nah, says Chloe, 6.5. LeBray says, I like it. 8 out of 10. Danker, 7. Gozzo, didn't see the trailer. And you remember the rules, folks. If you didn't see the trailer, go with a safe 7. There you go. Hannah says, ooh, I'm going for a 6.5 with this one. Kindred saying a 7. Flame saying 7.5. Rock Muse saying 7.5. Retro Jazar saying 8. And JL saying 7. Tunesy. No, actually, Sam. See what? Sam, will go with you. What do you reckon?
Just purely because of the fact that we've had 4 games get an 8 so far, I'm reticent to pick an 8 because that feels like the safe bet this week. Honestly, not a 7, but I'm going to go for an 8.5. I've got high hopes for this. I think this could be received quite well. Okay,
going for 8.5. Tunesy, what say you?
Yeah, I'm with Sam all the way. When I was thinking about it earlier, I'm like, normally I'd go an 8, but I think this is going to be an 8.5. It's definitely sort of personality and charm rather than like mechanical complexity. So, yeah, fun for all the family.
Okay, all right, folks, last chance. This is Feline Forensics and the Meowseum Mystery. Never going to get tired of that. Came out last Wednesday on PC. You can currently get it for just over £8. And I can tell you that on average, this scored 7 out of 10. It broke the seal. It's better than Directive 8020, the critics are saying. There you go. So, sorry, guys, on screen. You didn't get it. But JL, well done. You got it right. Kindred, well done. You got it right. Danker, you got it right. Gozzo with the good old didn't see it, go for a safe 7. And Brian with the safe 7 as well. Well done to all of you. If I missed anyone, my apologies. But all of you get a shout out because, yes, it got a 7 out of 10. There you go. Let's move on to our final news story of the night. And we're going to talk about the fact that PS Plus price rises are happening. But not everyone has understood this properly. And loads of people went, oh, my God, PS Plus is going up, blah, blah, blah. Technically, it's not for some of you. So let me explain, okay? PS Plus price is going to increase roughly by about £1 or $1 for new subscribers. So for 1 month, if we look at the American thing, it's going up to $10.99 a month, or 3 months is $27.99. So it's gone up by $1. Okay. If you are in Turkey and India, right, this goes up whether you are a new customer or not, unfortunately. But for most regions, it doesn't kick in for new people until May the 26th. They are saying that for current subscribers, it will not be going up at any time soon. So knowing Sony, that probably means about 3 months for us. However, they did say that because it got a negative reaction, but I think a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon and think this meant this was for everyone, which isn't. So that's why we're explaining it on this show, saying that the main reasons for this is because of the market conditions. They put their prices up on their consoles, the PSP, all this stuff. We've seen this, game prices are going up, blah, blah, blah. So it was bound to happen to a subscription service. Obviously, on the other hand, Xbox have backtracked because they put their prices up on Game Pass nearly double. And then Uncle Phil has left the building. Asha Sharma's come in and she's gone, we're chopping the prices down. They've not gone back down to what they were, but it's still a lot better than what they were for the last couple of months. Let's face it. So at least she's done something right. Now she steps in as president. But how do people feel about this? That if you never had PS Plus, because some of the arguments are coming across as you shouldn't have to pay for any form of PS Plus just to get online to play a game. So when you've got stuff like GTA 6 that's going to come out, and you've got other games that are obviously Sony been pushing Marathon and lots of other stuff like that, you need PS Plus just to get online. And people are saying that's wrong. So what do we feel? Chat, let us know your thoughts in that. Tunesy and Sam, I'll ask your opinions. Tunesy, I'll kick off with you, my friend.
Yeah, so I mean, they say that the price is due to kind of market conditions, but then also said that, I mean, there's no no information about certain regions being affected.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, are market conditions region specific? I don't get it, but I know, was it Canada and Australia? They haven't been announced that they're going up. I think there were a couple of others, but Sony also hasn't officially confirmed that they're exempt. So
yeah,
it's just like, I mean, digital distribution's meant to cut the price of things, so like they don't have all of those costs. So why are subscription services still going up?
Yeah. Brian has just said, I haven't been subscribed to PS Plus for over a year now. I don't miss it. I'll be honest, mine always gets renewed around about November. I've hardly used it since it renewed. It used to be the odd new game that came out day one, and we'd showcase it on this show or on a stream. There's been nothing so far that's what is convincing me to renew this in November. And at the moment, so I'm a bit like, Sam, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, I always run mine on monthly recurring instead of going for the year-long ones, because I'm not necessarily on PlayStation Plus, but I have been in the past.
Yeah.
At the moment, it would be Xbox for the PC gaming, specifically Forza Horizon 6. Got to get that downloaded. I might be able to play it by the weekend. It is a big download.
It is, yeah.
Things like distribution, absolutely. When the Xbox and the PlayStation first came out, you would always be able to buy a game 5, 10, 15 pounds cheaper on those digital storefronts because of exactly that. They didn't have to put it onto plastic.
Yeah.
That shift started to go to where it was the exact same price, or you could buy it early and pay a little bit more. It's definitely seen a shift where I think that is just, you've got however many million people on PlayStation Plus and these online digital platforms hoping that they're going to swallow a small increase, because again, most of them will have to if they want to keep on playing online.
Yeah.
And that's just going to be a little bit of an extra pad. And then the next thing is that the yearly subscription is going to go up again. And then people will kick off about that as well. But it's just a slow creep. Nothing's safe these days from that slow creep.
Yeah. I think also the problem I have with the problem being having, obviously, because I have to cover all sorts of games, so I've got all the consoles. Again, that's not a brag. It's because I need it to basically do what I do. But I do find that having Game Pass and PS Plus, I find a lot of stuff that comes off Game Pass, then it's like the sloppy seconds. It then ends up on PS Plus. The only things that you do get is a couple of years later, you get your cool games like Spider-Man, God of War, Horizon, that, which is great because you're not going to get that anywhere else. But if I'm covering new games, it's not as helpful as Game Pass is, because you get day one games. You know, there's been 2 games so far we've talked about that came out last week that were day one on Game Pass. I really don't know what I'm going to do with my PS Plus thing. There's got to be something that's going to hopefully change my mind to not cancel it. But at the moment, I'm just like, with it. Because it's just under 100 quid at the moment if you do the 12-month thing, which does work out cheaper than paying monthly. And that's not even the premium tier. That's the middle tier. So you get the free games a month, every month, plus the whole catalogue. I honestly don't think premium's worth it because they're only chucking about 1 or 2 games on that a month. And it's retro games, if you love your retro games. But I was like, buy a 40 quid emulator for that, or one of these consoles that has 40,000 games on it. I don't see the point of paying premium. I really don't. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But there you go. I definitely think Game Pass beats that, even if it is slightly more expensive at the moment. But there you go. My PS Plus ran out a couple of years back as I stopped playing D2 and not picked it up again. If you bought the game, you should get access to all the game, full stop. Unfortunately, though, that's not the world we live in anymore. It used to be back in the 80s and 90s and into the noughties, and then as soon as the internet came in, that buggered that up quite quickly. But there you go. Anyway, if we get any more updates, we'll talk about on this very show for you lovely lot. Let's move on to our final two games of the night. This came out last Thursday on PS5 and PC. This is more of a wartime game. This is called The Caribou Trail. Let's have a look at this.
Home before the leaves fall, they said. In August of last year.
Please. Please. They never told us what Gallipoli looks like.
Rocky hills, rocky beaches, like home, with less rain and more Turks.
Keep moving, everyone! Come on, come on! Gordo!
I like to say that Dave Johnson has just declared war on me because he just sent me a text because obviously he didn't like the fact that I've been slagging him off, and he's just sent me the link for me to be able to watch the 2019 film Cats, yes, that piece of shit, on YouTube because he had to suffer for it on Ashton's show on Sunday. Dave, you're a terrible person, a criminal, but a scheming genius. Thank you very much for that. I will not watch that. There you go. So, The Caribou Trail. Tunesy, tell us about this, please.
So, yeah, it is a first-person psychological horror game set in the sort of isolated frozen wilderness of northern Canada, I think, where you're investigating the disappearance of hikers along a remote trail and uncovering disturbing secrets hidden along the way and in some abandoned locations. Now, to me, it was very much The Long Dark meets sort of Silent Hill 2 with maybe a little bit of Blair Witch thrown in as well.
Yeah.
But it's, I think people tend to prefer the psychological horrors more than like the jump scare horrors nowadays.
Yes. Yeah. I agree with that. And I again, this is my kind of vibe. I would play this. I like the fact that it's the war aesthetic. I mean, what was the one we did 2 years ago? Where you had some, you got injured. Amnesia the Bunker.
Oh,
I enjoyed that a lot. I mean, it was scary as hell, but I enjoyed that a lot. But I did like the war aesthetic because you try and escape the wrong way. It's not just the monster that's going to get you. It was like the Germans or the Nazis that were going to shoot you. So it's like there's two threats going on there. So this is intriguing. That might not be as scary as this, but I like that you thought. Sam, your thoughts on this one?
This is quite interesting. I mean, the World War I aesthetic, it feels like they could do a little bit. Maybe they're not shown off as much as they could do in terms of what the game is actually going to be like. But if it's a psychological horror, then leave it for people to find them themselves.
Yeah, definitely. Kindred's just come up and said Caribou Trail PS5 to be announced, comes out on July the 7th for PlayStation, but on PC it's normally £11. You can get it for £9.89. But if you like the look of this and you want to get it on PlayStation, it will come out very, very soon. Queeky says, got to get to my bed. My son needs me. Take care, buddy. Good to see you. My regards to all the family over in Sweden, my dear friend. Let's have a look at some scores, shall we? Let's have a look at some scores. Only a few people. Get your scores in, folks. Brian, 7 out of 10. Danker, 7.5. Gozzo, 7.5. Kindred, 7.5. Dave, Mr. Tunes.
I am going to go for a 7 on this
Going
one.
for 7. Okie dokie. Chloe, 6.5. Rock Muse, a 7. Flame says 7. Hannah saying a 7.5. Sam?
I'm also landing on a 7 on this.
Yeah. Okay, going for a 7. Retro Jazar also saying a 7. Folks, this is your last chance. This is the Caribou Trail, which came out last Thursday, coming to PS5 very soon, and PC. And if there are no more scores in the chat, I can tell you that we need to be spamming Sam's links because this was a 7 out of 10. Get those links spammed for Third Dinner. Well done, Sam. Congratulations. Also, Tunesy, we'll come back to you very shortly to see how you want me to celebrate. But mods, please spam the links. I know it's pinned to chat, but we will chuck them in also in the YouTube chat as well. I will literally do that now so the mods don't have to do that one. I'm going to chuck that. In fact, I can just, you know what? I've just realized I can literally do this because it's clever and it will send it to all destinations. Boop. There you go. Sent to everything. There you go. So congratulations, Sam, for getting that right. And the following people also deserve to get shout outs. Retro Shazar, Flame, Rock Muse, Brian, and hang on. Oh, I missed one. No, that is all of them. That is all of them. Thank you very much, Dave, doing a shout out. There you go. Congratulations. And Dave, do us a favour once you've done those one, spam Sam's link for like the next minute or so, if you wouldn't mind. That'd be greatly appreciated. And go give Sam a follow over on Twitch. When are you next on, by the way, Sam?
That'll be tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what time?
It's going to be tomorrow, 8 p.m. If you want to see some Forza Horizon 6 when I get my eyes on it for the first time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do it. What time are you on to? I'm planning now. I'm plotting.
Oh, knowing I should cut off at around 11, but I know that that's not going to happen. Let's say we're probably going to go from 8 till midnight, maybe even later. 8 till late.
Okay, if that's the case, I know exactly who I'm going to raid because I'm also going to be playing Forza Horizon 6. So that would be the perfect raid. So we will try and make that happen tomorrow night for you.
Love it. I'll see you there.
Okay, all right, we'll do that. We'll do that. Make sure to give him a follow and go check out Forza Horizon 6 from 8 o'clock tomorrow. Tunesy, you got a shout out. You can do exclamation Dave in the chat. How would you like your shout out, Tunesy?
So, providing you haven't got too much around you, could I get a chair spin, please?
A chair? Oh, you can get a chair spin. We can do a chair spin. The OG shout out, as we like to call it. Are you ready? Tunes, also known as Dave.
Legendary, mate.
There we go. Oh, Kindred, you say that, but we've still got one more game to go, and I am very, very dizzy. So let's move on very quickly. This is our final game tonight. This also came out last Thursday, but this is on PC, Xbox Series XS1, Switch, PS4 and PS5, and I can't see the button because my head is spinning. Let's hopefully I press the right button. But this is Whirllight at No Time to Trip.
Good morning, madam. Greetings, strangers.
Let the show begin.
La!
Hi.
Hello again.
Wait, is that an asteroid?
Exactly. And today it's going to smash us to pieces.
There you go. Dag says a point and click game. Now you're talking. Yeah. Point and click adventure. This is Whirllight, No Time to Trip, which came out last Thursday, on practically everything you can play on PC, Xbox Series XS1, Switch, PS4, and PS5, which is a nice thing to say because we don't often mention the PS4 or the Xbox One these days. But there you go. Tunesy, tell us a little bit more about this adventure.
Yeah, so this one is right up my street. It's as mentioned, it's a point and click sort of time travel comedy adventure from the creators of Willie Morgan and The Curse of the Bone Town, which I so enjoyed, where you are an eccentric inventor and there's an artist and you team up for sort of a time travel adventure involving inventions, characters, and what was it that someone described it? Oh, reality bending puzzles.
Okay.
And for me, it just, and this is going back to kind of my Amiga days, but it gives me sort of Simon the Sorcerer and Beneath a Still Sky type vibes.
Yeah.
Definite love letter to LucasArts.
Nice. I like stuff like this a lot. Sam, do you like point and click adventures? Is this tickling your fancy?
It is, purely because I've really not played point and click adventures much before at all. This is probably going to make you guys look at me with a little bit of trite, but the only point and click game that I've ever played was Curse of Monkey Island.
Oh yeah, great one.
2 years ago, and I've not picked up another point and click since. I loved it. The comedy, the timing, stunning. The only thing that I, again, couldn't get my head around
is the
puzzles.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a simple man.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Well, definitely, and I know some of the Monkey Island puzzles are insanely weird. There you go. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Please, also, public service announcement. Do not click that YouTube link that Dave is posting. It does not take you to Third Dinner's YouTube. It takes you to the Jellicle Cats. Or as I like to call it, a really fucking awful movie. Danker saying 8 out of 10. Chloe, 8.5. Gozzo, 8. Brian, 8. Hannah, 8. Rockmuse, 7.5. Kindred, 8. Flame, 8. Kindred has just said the game is 17 quid. It's down to £14.44. Console versions will follow in Q3. Okay, so they've been pushed back. Sorry, when I got sent this, I was told it was all coming out at the same time. So, fuck it. You will be able to get it on console, but you'll probably get it between, well, the third quarter of the year. There you go. Retro Juzar says 8. What a meowsicle. God, don't start with the things. Sam, what do you reckon?
Oh, 7.5.
Okay, 7.5. Tunesy.
I am really hoping that this is the highest scoring game of the night, and I am going to go 8.5.
8.5. So 7.5, 8.5. Big Jesse says, I feel like watching it now. Well, on your own head be it, because I had to suffer it on Sunday along with Dave. You've all got to be kidding to me, but you've all got to be kidding me. God, Jesus Christ. I mean, James Corden did find his true calling cats, though. He played a fat pussy. I just coughed up a hairball reading these. Brian says, Beneath a Still Sky, Simon the Sorcerer, and Monkey Island are all coming up in my top 100 Amiga games that I'm releasing next week. Amazing.
Awesome.
Do drop it in our Discord when you release that, mate. Please do. For fuck's sake, people. This is right. I know. A round of applause, chat. Oh, dear, oh dear. Okay, folks. Last chance. Whirlite. No Time to Trip, which is out on PC and coming to everything else very soon. If there are no more scores in chat, I am not reading any more of these fucking terrible jokes. You can just keep putting them in chat. I'm not reading them out. This got an 8 10. So you guys were just either side of it.
You knew as soon as we had that split for another 8, right between us, it was gonna happen, wasn't it?
So 5 out of the 8 games got 8 out of 10.
That's crazy.
There you go.
But good.
Mag's response is stressing me out. I'm going to allow that one to slide because that was good. That was clawsome. Dear God. So congratulations to Retro Shazar, Flame, Kindred, Hannah, Brian, Gozzo, and Danka, who all got it right. I think that means there are some people who got 6 out of 8 right tonight. And if you did, let us know in chat. And congratulations. And I know one of them isn't Dave Johnson, even though he will probably say it was. But we will give Dave Johnson a 6 out of 8 for watching Cats because he had to suffer. So there you go. It was. There you go. Thank you. I knew it. Moving on to our final part of the show. We look at a different game chart every week. We looked at the retail charts for everything last week. We do that every 2 weeks. Then we have a look at the Steam charts, PlayStation. But this week, we are going to be looking at the Xbox charts. Well done to everyone who got them right. It said 5 out of 8 tonight. My apologies, 5 out of 8. That's still a good score. 4 out of 8. 3 tonight you got right. That's good. That's good. Congratulations to everyone who got them right. So there you go. But tonight we are going to have a look at the Xbox chart. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where some of the new games landed. Technically, there's only one big new game, which we talked about, Directive 8020. Where did it land in the chart, and where have other games gone in the last couple of weeks? Here we go. So at number 10, down 4 places, we have Resident Evil Requiem. At 9, down 6 places, is Crimson Desert. A re-entry at number 8 for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, or as I call it, the shittest one yet. Number 7, down 3 places, Grand Theft Auto 5. At 6, a re-entry with Unicorn Overlord. At 5, a non-mover with Tekken 8. At 4, a game that I have recently loved, down 2 places, Pragmata. At number 3 was our number 1 last week. Down 2 places, EA Sports FC26. Up 8 places to number 2 is Monster Hunter Wilds. And the new entry at the top of the Xbox chart is Directive 8020. So it may not have got great reviews, but it certainly hit well in the Xbox charts. We will see how it did in the overall retail charts on next week's show. Any of those a surprise shock? Gents, anyone want to talk about it in chat? Let us know. Any thoughts on the chart this week for Xbox?
So it's weird. Like the AAA titles, they normally come in and spike the charts, but the fact sort of Fortnite, Call of Duty, the forever games always seem to be consistently up there. Yeah. And it's just, it seems like it's very much multiplayer or social games that are just big hits there. Yeah,
that's true. And now obviously on the Steam charts we saw a couple of weeks ago, we were getting all the Forza Horizon 6 pre-orders. Forza Horizon 6 hadn't come out when this chart got released, which was just at the end of Friday. So technically you could get it early access, but it won't be counting to the next chart. So we'll probably see that as well, how that shapes up. But it'd be interesting to see how Directive 8020 actually did in the overall retail charts, because it does make me wonder if that even entered the top 10. Because we've had some really good games that came out and then they just dropped out. Like Saros was great on PlayStation 5, dropped straight out the chart after 1 week. So, you know, Resident Evil Requiem has been hanging in there a while. Capcom can't do no wrong, especially with that and Pragmata doing so well on all systems. Sam, any thoughts on those? Or any of those games there you're like, I haven't tried, but I would like to try that are in the Xbox? Because I know you're an Xbox fan.
Yeah, probably Directive 8020. I'm glad to see that it can beat out the likes of the ever presents. I mean, they always are year on year. I mean, the one shock is they've absolutely nailed it on the head. It seems to be those social games that are always going to be ever present. It's nice to see something which is really story driven, which is going to be up there. Will it be in 2 weeks' time? You're going to have to tune in to find out.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Thank you. That was an amazing plug. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. So there you go. That is our charts for this week. Next week, it will be the overall retail chart. We'll have a look at how that goes. Also, we will probably see Forza Horizon 6 for that, and we'll also see what happens if the new Batman game and a few of the others land in there as well. We'll see how that changes everything up for next week. Folks, that is it for our show. We are back with another Tuesday night gaming chat next week. My guest on the show, as my brain has just gone dead, is a game dev who I met at DreamHack, who's got a game that's right out. That is Bobby. He will be on the show. He's got a fantastic game that I got to try out at the Indie Zone at DreamHack. So he will be on the show next week. Just a reminder, tomorrow, Forza Horizon 6, you can see Third Dinner playing it on his channel. There is all his links in the chat. Click it now. Go watch him. Stick me on in the background. Go watch the real talent. Stick me on the background. And then we're going to attempt to, fingers crossed if you don't finish early, raid over at about 11:30 back to his channel. So we'll do that tomorrow. Thursday's stream has been postponed. We were going to be doing the new Yoshi and the Mysterious Book game. But as I keep banging on about it, because it's annoyed Dave, I have been invited to Twitch HQ in London for a special event, which I will report back on next week before I fly out to TwitchCon to go run the networking events. So we will do the new Yoshi game in 2 Thursdays' time. So tomorrow night will be the last stream of the week. And Dave goes, blah, 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 blah. There you go. Try to team up if you can. Maybe we will try and make that happen at some point. We'll try and see if we can make that happen and do a race at some point during the evening. I think that'd be quite.
I'll take it easy on you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, do it, because I am shit at all games. Doesn't matter what they are. So you're bound to beat me on no matter what. But I'm up for a good laugh. So
yeah, enthusiasm.
Yeah. There you go. Jesse said, I'd laughed if he's been invited to get a telling off for all the things he's leaked and all the rants he has. Wouldn't surprise me. But I know we're getting a buffet. So at least they're going to feed me before they give me a fucking hiding. So at least that's something. So there you go. Or you'll like this, Jesse. They're announcing that the new CEO of Twitch is going to be Dave Johnson. So there you go. So there you go. That's big. You're getting invited to Twitch HQ. Yes, I'm very humbled. I'm very much looking forward to it. It is related to the TwitchCon stuff that I'm doing, so it wasn't just like a random thing. But I was invited because of that. So I am honoured to that. And I've never been to Twitch HQ, so I'll let you know what it's like. It could be a most magical, mysterious place, or it could be the most fucking boring offices you've ever seen, which I think I'm probably going to go for the latter. There you go. Oh, no, Twitch will now mostly be bucket-based. It will be. Again, thank you to our wonderful guest, Third Dinner. Go click on those links. Go check him out. He'll be back on tomorrow. Thank you to the wonderful Tunesy for standing in. Great to have you back, buddy. Greatly appreciate it.
Pleasure as always, mate.
And, dude, keep me in the loop with the game. And if you get to a bit where there's a demo or even a release bit, we'll get you on the show and we can plug the shit out of the game. So we'd love to do that and have you on there. And have you actually on as a guest, because you haven't been on as a guest for donkey's years, mate. So that'd be awesome. Thank you to all my wonderful mods, as always. Thank you to everyone who's been watching on Twitch and YouTube. We are going to go do a raid for those on YouTube. The stream will just end because that's how YouTube operates. But we are going to go raid someone on Twitch. Let's have a look at who's on. I'm going to have a quick look just to see. Let's have a look. I'm just going to jump a page. I think I'm going to go for. We raided him a couple of weeks back, but he's a good lad. He keeps turning up in my TikTok chat when we're on TikTok. And he's playing a bit of Resident Evil 2 remake. We're going to go raid Gonta Pog. So let's go raid him. Let's make that happen. I'm going to push that button. That raid will start when... Oh, Dan could put third. Any choices for the raid? I totally didn't ask you. I didn't know if there was.
That is absolutely fine. I've got plenty of choices, but I'll let you continue with the trail of thought that you're already on. I'm already privileged enough to be here.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. If we get you back on the show, then I'll make sure that you get a choice on this next time. It's I normally ask when I've not got many options, but there's quite a lot of options tonight, so my apologies.
Hey, there's a lot of good games out.
Yeah, there is a lot of good games out, and even more in the next week. It's going to be insane. That's it for us. Thank you so much. We're going to do that thing while we wait to the camera, and I'll hit the button to roll those credits. Thank you very much, and good night. Bye.